healing by returning home and returning to who you are. My name is Michael Dove, and I would like to introduce to you at this time the concept of soul retrieval and the concept of collective soul retrieval. And in order to get into this topic, it's necessary to look at what is called the shamanic worldview and how shamans and traditional medicine people have seen illness and things that occur that are unfortunate maladies and difficult situations that people may experience. Within this shamanic worldview, they see all illness and dis-ease as features of soul loss, losing a piece of oneself, the shattering of the core of one's being, so that these splintered off aspects are lost. When those splintered off aspects are lost, that leaves the individual particularly vulnerable to stress, distress, disease, unfortunate situations, even becoming, say, accident prone. So within this world view, this is how all of the maladies and misfortunes that human beings experience can be understood. So that means that the concept of healing, the concept of recovery, takes the form of bringing these splintered off, lost aspects of being back to the person, back to the individual, so that they are reintroduced to themselves. It is as if parts of themselves that have been lost are essentially very lovingly and very carefully brought home back to the person, back to the individual, and so that they feel a renewal of spirit, a renewal of soul, a renewal of identity. So they've once again come back home to themselves. And so this is a very important concept, especially nowadays, because the idea of what might be going on with us collectively on a societal level pretty much follows the same paths. It pretty much is the same kind of issue, except it's something that we as a society, as a collective identity experience in terms of loss, in terms of losing who we are, or not remembering who we are as a collective, as a people, as a tribe, as a nation. And so in that sense of loss, there's this quality of vulnerability that we experience. And the things that cause a society, a collective, a community, a culture of people to begin to fail can be understood in terms of this quality of loss, this quality of collective soul loss. So, when a people forget who they are, that's when these occurrences, these situations manifest. It may take the form of crime. It may take the form of poverty. It may take the form of mass disease. It may take the form of corruption in the institutions, rampant greed, income inequality, all of the things that can plague a society, I believe, can be traced back to a people, a collective, losing and forgetting who they actually are. Shamanic practitioners do their work by allowing themselves to travel into the alternate realms and other dimensions to find where the splintered off aspects of a person's being might be hiding or residing, and the shamanic practitioner has the skill to gather up that individual and to bring them back home, back to the owner of these aspects, these splintered off aspects of soul. This is something that is an important form of healing that I believe that is also can be applied on the community-wide level, on a collective level, and I think that it's something that we can learn to do, to bring ourselves, to bring our communities back to a state of health and functionality. There are certain rituals and techniques and ways that allow a community to regain its essential self, to become whole and healthy again. As I said, there is a myriad of processes, collective healing processes, collective rituals, ways of reintegrating the truth and the strength of a people. This is something that I feel that a lot of us are being called to learn to do, and to be that one, to be those individuals who facilitate this service for people collectively. Part of my work is to help you and to help those who are called to this kind of work to engage much more powerfully in their community, in the world, in such a way that they become much more dynamic healers, and to actualize their real purpose, their actual purpose for being here in this world at this time, and to find out what their purpose, their dharma, their sacred service is in this world. So this is just a small bit of the subject of soul retrieval and collective soul retrieval. Attached to this video will be links to articles and websites that will expand your awareness and deepen your knowledge on this very important healing technique and aspect of healing. Now, this is just a little bit of a taste of what the whole concept of soul retrieval is about. But the important thing to understand is that healing is possible. Regeneration, recovery is possible, for both on an individual level and on a community-wide level, and ultimately on a national and world level. This is an opportunity for us to reach into our personal and collective inner resources and truly become the answer to the distress that we encounter. I invite you to support the work of the Renaissance Project and to participate in the programs. I will be offering more video, more opportunities, more learning paths and avenues for your development. I wish you great good luck and success in your pursuit of knowledge, growth, healing, and excellence in your life. Blessings to you all.